This is a reminder that every day is a fork in the road. You know what's right. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And in those times when you don't really know what to do, you at least know what you're not supposed to be doing. Too many times we go the wrong way, not because it looks right, but because it looks good. Not because it feels right, but because it feels good. We focus on feeling good instead of being righteous. Doing what's right according to a higher power. Humbly living according to a moral code that none of us are wise enough to come up with on our own. Which is why we can't be self-righteous, walking around like we're above it all. Because we all take the easy way out sometimes. That's because often, not always, but often, doing the right thing will hurt a little bit at first. It requires a little sacrifice and a lot of self-control. It may not make you look cool to the rest of the world. You may not be able to see how it's all going to work out in your favor. But in the end, doing the right thing always pays off. And when you do the wrong thing, you will always have consequences to pay. And deferred pain charges interest. The longer you wait to make things right, the more suffering you create for yourself. When you do the right thing, the right things come into your life. And when you do the wrong thing, the wrong things will come into your life. And they will be wolves in sheep's clothing. Those wrong things will look really good to you. And that's what temptation is all about. Getting you to open the door because what's standing in front of you looks so harmless. And you choose to go against your better judgment. So now you find yourself entertaining a deadly guest. It's like having a splinter you know you need to take out. The process is not going to feel good. It hurts to purge and cleanse. But we all know what happens if you don't take care of it. Infection. And what was once a little pinch can turn into an issue that will cause you a great deal of pain. If you're doing things that you know are wrong, you're creating problems for yourself. Don't be so desperate for love, possessions, wealth, and acceptance that you feel the need to chase after those things in this world. How easily do we forget that those are things we don't have to chase if only we would align ourselves in the will of the source of those things. You have to stop living in fear. That's the only reason for not removing the splinter. You're a prisoner, and it's self-inflicted bondage. You have the power to free yourself. When you go in the wrong direction in order to hold on to something or someone because you're afraid of losing them, you lose yourself. While you're so afraid of losing, you don't realize you've already lost. And what you've lost is far more valuable than that thing or person that you were trying to hold on to. It's now holding on to you. While you're trying to control it, you've now given it the power to control you, to dictate your actions. You're not in the driver's seat, your fears are. But the good news is you can take back your sense of self-worth, your integrity, your faith right now. Today is a fork in the road. You can make the decision to never compromise your character. That's not something you want to lose on this journey of life. Don't be afraid to lose material things. Don't be afraid to lose relationships if they are costing you your soul. Pruning is a good thing, my friend. And don't feel like you're going backwards. Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. If you've got to open up some cabinets and empty out some drawers and dust off some shelves, so be it. Because everything in your life should be contributing to your growth, not your destruction. So anything that isn't going to follow you and come with you on the right path doesn't need to be in your life at all. You have to place your trust in God and not in anything or anyone else. You have to trust that you won't go wrong when you do the right thing. You have to trust that you won't go wrong when you do the right thing. You have to trust that you won't go wrong when you do the right thing. Living according to your fears is the design of destruction. The fear of failure is the cause of failure. But if you're doing the right thing, you won't fail. You can only fail if you stop. So don't ever get tired of doing the right thing. And yes, it is very difficult. Yes, it can be exhausting, but you will reap what you sow. So keep believing and keep looking up. Peace and many blessings to you.